Hello YouTubers and whatnot, I am back, but this time I'm going to be doing a review on the game on Dead Island. See, this is going to be one of the a new thing that people are wondering if I can do now, basically, which I will. But basically what this is, I'm going to tell you about if the game is good or not. So, let's see the game Dead Island, one of the zombie games of all time, if it's worth to buy. So let's see if it's good or not. Alright, let's get into the game itself. Now, the game itself is it's supposed to be a survival horror game of an RPG, they say, and it's it's an old game back from 2011, and it's one of the games that probably everyone's wondering if it's a good or buy. Now, basically, this is one of the games that they're actually not good, but I'll get to that later. So let's get into the story mode itself. Now, the story mode itself, it's an RPG, like I said. You play as 4 main characters into the game. You play as Logan, that's the guy I'm playing as right now. You can play as Sanby, which it's one of my preferred characters to begin off in the game. And there's a girl named Accident, and another girl, I forgot her name, which I'm sorry, but you play as 4 characters. Each one has their own ability into the game, which you're gonna have to figure out later on in the game. But basically, the story itself, what it is that it's a zombie game, which it is. It's more of it's not like a good survival horror zombie game out of all the other zombie games that they probably have from this day still. This is kind of different out of all the zombie games in the game. But basically, what it is, 4 survivors is trying to escape from this nightmare. And the way how this game works is that you talk to people and you do missions to order to do the games, to do stuff. Now the way how it goes is that you kill zombies or fight your way through, which it's very simple. Now before I tell how the review goes, basically, if you ask me, this game kind of reminds me of a game like Jurassic Park, is the island. Now, the game starts off on the island Agnoi or something like that. It's kind of like Hawaii, but different. But the reason why I say this is like Jurassic Park is just because the feel of it. But now let's get into the gameplay itself. Now, the gameplay, how it works is that, now you play as missions, like I say, for example, so if you go on the site with quests, this gives you side quests and main quests. The main quest means is that you do quests that you need to do this, continue the story, and side quests are the ones that they go on. And there's another quest too, that goes on forever, which it's useless. But basically what it is that if you can see the map, as you can see, it tells you where all the exclamation points means it tells you all the exclamation points, and yeah. And you go up to people and they ask you to do all this mission, and they give you the difficulty to do all this stuff, which is very cool. But you can have the choice to say yes or no. When you say yes, you do the mission. When you say no, you just don't do the mission. Which is very interesting because each person actually gets harder and whatnot. But the main difficulty in this is harder mode. Now, one thing that you want to watch out in the game is that you want to rank up. Ranking up in this game is the key of this game, pretty much. Now, it's kind of similar from games from these days because it's starting to have that kind of few things. But basically, as you can see here, I'm going for all the quests right now, and I'm going to do half of them, and I'm just going to do this review. And I'm sorry if you actually see a couple of people trying to invite me in this video. I don't know why though. But basically here, I'm just going through talking to half of the people. I'm not going to talk to everybody because they're all kind of useless at the moment. But the main quests are just usually from people tell you to do. Now, for this the main thing is I'm supposed to talk to a couple people before I can continue on the story. Now, there's somewhat missions that you have to do to order, play through the game process. So you do got to do a couple of side quests. Now, there's very, very easy quests in this game. Not gonna lie. But they're not going to be easy as they will later on in the game. Trust me, I'm closely beating from this game. Now, as it is, everyone wondering, is it fun? Like, is it cool? Basically, it is kind of cool because it's a first-person view kill game. Pretty much a lot of zombie games, they always end up being like something like in first-person view. This is one of those games that they're third-person. When I mean by they're all used to being third-person view. Now they're all first-person view. But it's very fun though. Trust me, this game is kind of worth to buy. But I'll tell you if this game worth to buy or not. But basically, all it is that you play missions and you just kill zombies and you work your way through. Now trust me, the zombies do get hard in the game. But as you can see, this is in the very first part in the game. Like it's very simple, like the easiest steps in the game. Easy parts in the game. But yeah. But I'm gonna have to make part 2 for this next scene just to let you all know. But basically, this is not a bad game actually. This game is actually good. But now the way as you can do is, like I said, is ranking out. Now if you see on the top of the corner right there, on the right, it shows 2 bars. One is white and one is yellow. And I'm sorry, it has bad graphically. But basically, how it works is that down the bottom of the yellow, it means that's your rank up thing. So if you get that all the way up, you get ranked up and whatnot. Now the white is your health, and the way how you heal in this game is kind of food, but mostly your main health in this game is kind of drinks and snack bars and whatnot. So usually sometimes medkit has worked as one of them. Now basically I'm going to do a quest here, and this one's do a vehicle run, because if you do this mission you can use this vehicle for the rest of the time. Which what it is that you gotta hold square on one of the cars, which I'll give you that. Now weapons in the game is one of the key things in this game. Now people expect to have a game that's actually had to be a shooting game. This is not a shooting game, trust me. This is not even close to being a shooting game. Now there is some guns in this game, but that's not till later on in the game though. And tell you sure the guns are useless, which I kind of find that funny. But as you can see here, your main weapons are pretty much the things that come off the ground. But once you're new to the game, which this game is a starter, you're going to be getting off with crappy weapons. Like you're just going to pick up the worst guns, but they're really useful. But if you get lucky later on in the game, you can actually like upgrade weapons and make them super useful in this game. Really useful. Like you can just keep it the whole time, which that's kind of the main thing later on in the game. Now the one thing that kind of works to items is that items in this game are not really useful. As you can see, if you find suitcase or dead zombies when you kill them, they actually use for and technically, as you can see there's online co-op in this game mode. Which basically I now expect someone to join my game party, but yeah, basically just do the missions and whatnot. But hold on, I'm gonna get some stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to do a quest here for grabbing all the vehicles in the game, like all the gases is one of the choices. So give me a minute. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to kick this guy in my party, if you actually already saw. But basically, as you can see here, where I'm trying to do a quest where I'm supposed to get 4 pieces of the car and stuck them into this one car so I can actually drive it around. But I'm sorry if I'm like back explaining, but yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm going to show you what it's like if you beat a quest. But I'm going to tell you how you rank up in this game. There's 2 ways, and it's the only way you can do in this game. One way is to kill zombies, obviously, but to tell you the truth, that is the longest way. It's kind of stupid if you think about it, because I always thought zombies to get the most points, but side quests and main quests give you the experience here. So if you want to rank up and get some good guns and whatnot, it's better to just keep ranking up. But basically, if you do the main quests, I probably guarantee you're gonna have some trouble in this game. But as you can see, I actually got a complete quest, and when you complete a quest in a game, you gotta run towards the person that you actually talk to the quest, and usually he's just gonna be all like, "Oh, congratulations, here's your reward." Now, it gives you types of rewards in this game. It can give you money and whatnot. Now, as you can see here, this is the guy that will give you the car. That's on for at least for a little long. There's his done. That's just one of the quests. That's how the game works. But now I'm gonna see if it's true though. If I can go in here and talk to this bitch. No one cares. I need to heal. Now, as you can see here, I don't know if I told you in this last video. The way you heal is with these drinks, as you can see. But there's other stuff too. You can have snack. You can have alcohol as one of your choices. Now, like I said, it's weapons. Now, weapons, how it works for when you pick up off the stuff on the ground. Now, if you press select, will open your inventory. You go press in, you gotta go to inventory. You can have weapon on your list, but it only holds a little bit of amount. It doesn't hold a lot. Now, basically, I recommend upgrade a little bit of parts of your guns, like fully upgrade and whatnot. Now, as you can see here on the desk, if you can find a desk that looks something like this, I don't know if you see on the map, it shows like a hammer and a screwdriver. If you find that on the map, that means is that you can repair your weapons because the gun is really good. So that's how you repair weapons and whatnot. Now, basically, the complete main quest is what is this for a second? And yes, there is a map in this game that you can put rally points. It's like a Grand Theft Auto zombie game, but this one is not as bad. So basically, I already told you the story mode and whatnot, how this game plays. The next thing I'm gonna go through problems in this game, and probably this is what you're all gonna be thinking, like, does this game really have problems? Yes, this game has problems. Every game has problems, don't they? Well, in this game, they say this game has the most problems out of everything they've seen so far. Now, before I get to tell you the problems, please do not think that, oh, that sounds terrible, I'm not going to get this game. No. You don't know when you try this game. Trust me, it's really, to my opinion, not really worth. Well, it is worth to buy, but it's not worth for the problem. But the problem in this game is that this game makes a thing where you can freeze in this game. Like, parts in the game that you can accidentally freeze, and when you accidentally freeze, you have to turn off your PS3. And if you ever haven't done that before, it will happen in this game quite a bit, even for the online, if you ever play online co-op. Which I'll talk about the online co-op later. Which, when you play online, it's gonna do that a whole lot. It's kind of gay when you think about it. Which that's the biggest reason, because a lot of people love to play online. Online in this game is really good. I'm not gonna lie, and they had to put a stupid reason, and that's to do that. And they're still working on this game. They're saying, like, they're trying to fix the patches, but you can't blame them, because the people who made this game are new to this game, which they're barely getting used to how to work all this crap they're doing. But yeah. The next problem in the game is that there are so many glitches in this game that not like do stuff like you can't do, more like things that they have to be fixed, like things that you need to do and they usually never there. Now, this did happen once before. There's a couple of quests actually that they freeze on you, and usually you have to turn off your PS3 and then you turn it back on and everything will be back to normal. Now, they have problems completely like that, which it's very stupid, which I very hate that, which a lot of people hates that. Now we're going to talk about the online thing. Basically how the online works is that I'm just going to show you right now. Now, if you press start and go down to game lobby, you can go to press triangle to invite any friend you want to the thing, but a friend is just not in the mood. Now, instead of you don't want a friend, you can go to best matches, and usually sometimes they'll put, do you want to join this person's lobby if you want to? Which it's really cool actually. to do, because it's really worked, because you can actually continue the mission without it. But that has to be on your level. It cannot be anyone's higher level, but that's one of the main glitches too, actually, just to let you know. Now, the controls in this game is very good, actually. It's kind of like playing like Call of Duty controls, but not that like Call of Duty controls. Now, if you ever play Call of Duty controls, it's just going to feel kind of the same thing. So if you ever play Call of Duty controls, it's going to be kind of what the same controls like you're thinking of. For example, the fighting button is the same thing as the shooting. The way how you want to sprint is the same thing as the sprint in Call of Duty. And as you know how in multiplayer there's some flashbangs that you can do or whatever. Kick is that kind of button that you use to kick people and whatnot. It's kind of the same feeling as the Call of Duty, but a little more buttons you have to press. But that's pretty much it now. Now I'm going to be talking about, is this game worth to buy? Now, people would not buy this game just because of the problems. And to tell you the truth, the problem I just told you is really not that bad. Which I don't know why people are just hating this game. Maybe it was bad before. I don't know. They said this game sucked so bad, but it ended up being a good game now to me. This game is long, to tell you the truth. It's not that long, but it is somewhat long. This game is really, to tell you the truth, this game is actually great. This game is actually, to my opinion, worth to buy. Now, I wouldn't say this is worth to buy if you're not a zombie horror fan. Like if you play different games such as like no zombie games, maybe this is game not good for you, because this game is kind of frustrating sometimes because you can die really easy in this game, kind of. But yeah, that's pretty much it, people. I hope you guys enjoy this and whatnot. And the last thing I have to say is that I have no news what's going to happen to me after what I said about my last video. And whatnot. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Get you guys next time. This game is worth to buy. And see you next time.